So I think segue.
Yeah.
Just like the animals in the woods, we are also in the woods.
Oh, that's right. We were going to the woods, weren't we?
Why were we going to the woods?
To gather the goats.
Unite
We can
the
also
goats.
go to the attic if we want.
Hashtag unite the goats.
Blaine has been tweeting this whole time.
Oh God, yes, you know he has.
Or on
And
his
he's probably
Insta.
been like posting little TikToks, but not aimed at anything interesting going on. It's just like staring at a pile of papers or something. I tried to burn this, but I don't have my flints anymore.
Except for the one time that you set yourself on fire and then
Yeah.
picked up the phone and was like,
He does have a really inexplicably popular series of videos, though, which he's taken one with each one of us already, of him just standing there with one of us in the background going, "They suck." That's it.
10,000 likes.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable with the amount of likes that it's gotten.
He's got a whole series of them.
Yeah. I'll say, as we enter the woods, calling for the goats, possibly offering pieces of pizza for the stragglers. And they know there's all the like good goats who came when we first called, and now we're offering pizza to the bad goats, and all the good goats are like, "Why did we come? We didn't call this. Like, fuck this!" And they go off running again.
We should unionize.
Yeah. As we go, one of the trees has a big sign with Blaine's name on it.
Okay.
And
This guy
in it,
thought of everything.
there's a little pocket with a little letter for him.
Oh. Yeah, and Blaine immediately grabs the letter.
And it starts with harumph.
Dear nephew, I know what you're going to say, even beyond the grave, that your Uncle Gordo has truly lost it. But I want to give you two last gifts from beyond the grave. First is a gift you won't recognize as such. The observation that you remind me a lot of myself at that age. But open up and you will discover that what you give to the world will repay. And to help you discover that, I give my second gift. From beyond, well, you know, my responsive sadness egg. It will help broaden your horizon beyond the family bank.
Such a Blaine gift.
And Blaine hasn't read this aloud. He's just read it silently, and he kind of shoves it in. He kind of folds it carefully, not that anyone can see, and then makes a show of shoving it into his pocket.
Okay. And if we take a step past that, we'll see in the center of a little clearing is the responsive sadness egg. It is handcrafted, oven-sized, and clearly a labor of love, with lots of little Phillips in the decoration. It is also not egg-shaped. It's built to make some daily task easier, and there are sharp edges. And it seems to attract, I'll say, birds, or possibly salesmen. And it's a series of like cuboid shapes that are sort of oddly stacked in kind of an oval, maybe egg-like shape.
It's how a brutalist might represent an egg if you put them
Yes.
in the task.
I was thinking,
Coolest egg.
yeah.
Sadness egg.
So I guess this is mine, is what the letter says. That and some like be nice to people things. Let's see what is.
Catch it on fire. You're gonna catch it on fire.
Well,
What kind
I'm
of
at a
chair
point
makes-
where like I've maxed out my impulses and outcomes, so
You
it could get interesting.
guess it's time for you to be awesome.
Finn, check this out. You know what? If I could go back in time, I would just buy Uncle Gordo like boxes of screws.
I know. What is it? The guy
like-
did not know how to screw a screw
Good
in.
shoes. I think he just uses cheap screws. I think that's what the problem is.
You know what? I bet he was probably, he never knew how to set the torque on his cordless drill.
Yeah.
And he bought cheap screws. He was
Yeah.
cheap.
If you set the
I mean, he
torque
spent
too
his money
high, it's gonna
on
strip
other
it
things.
out.
Yeah, it's just crank it. Well, it's too late for
And
that.
yep,
I
sure enough,
guess.
the crank pin beam screw right there, stripped out. That's why that thing's not tightened. You got to have a crank pin beam screwed down tight for this thing to work.
Yeah. I guess there's no way to fix it.
Okay, well, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, there's other rooms to check out.
I
This is
don't think
broken.
I've ever heard Natty say there's no way to fix it.
I don't know. Maybe we should look at it and see if.
I'll
Does it
try
say
to fix
something?
it. And I grabbed the drill from
Oh,
Natty.
yes.
And I want to, but I can't. I
Well, in
want
that case, if you want to but you can't, then it's a messy failure for you.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So I'm like, I can do this. I've seen you guys take these screws out when they're stripped. It's easy.
Oh, it's easy, is
You
it?
just stripped it all the
Oh,
way.
God.
Oh my God.
She
Oh, that's
just-
what you wanted to do. You wanted to
she
take all
just-
the rest of the little ribbon part off.
Yeah, but now you can't get the screw out
You
at
totally-
all.
But now it's like a
twisted-
nail and it should just come
It's
right
like
out,
an-
right?
But it's screwed also, so you
She
can't just
twisted
pull it
the
out like a
entire head
nail.
off.
It's,
Oh, I didn't know that would happen. That's very cheap.
do you have an angle grinder? Maybe we can get a
Oh,
little
that's
notch on
gonna
it and then.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, it is now more stuck in there, and also the drill is. I'm going to leave it in there. Okay.
Yeah, I think she just burnt out the motor on the drill.
It's a part of it now. It's a real sadness egg.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty sad what you just did to it.
Yep.
This is why I
Making all
do
of
the
us sad.
science part, and
Well,
not
then
the
why did you
mechanic.
grab a drill and try to drill a
Because
thing?
You make it look easy, Finn. You're so talented.
No, it's just like I feel like my character should do something awesome at this point, but
I think you could burn your impulses checks to be like, this is the thing I can fix, and like,
Oh, just magics.
Well, it could be.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he's watched me and Natty enough on the other machines and how we fix stuff that he's sort of.
it's like all suddenly clicks.
Yeah, I think he's-
actually, I think I've got something here. I'm going to burn my impulses, and yeah. I think I'm going to use the helping people gift. And let's see.
Hey, look, bros, we're both in yellow shirts.
Yeah.
We're the yellow shirt bros.
Nice
Great bros.
I think
Archer.
at this point, Blaine is first giving Natty a bit of a pep talk, in that you were saying that nobody can fix this now, and this is just dumb. And so Blaine is not letting on that he desperately wants this thing fixed. This is what he read.
Yeah, and Eddie was just like, I could fix it, but I don't like you.
Do you even still have check marks that you're not using? Yeah. Oh my God.
And so I think at this point, the awesome thing that he does is telling Natty a story about Gordo. That Gordo in some moment of kind of frankness, maybe he'd had a couple drinks, explained to me that, like, yes, you're a blood relative, but you can never inherit all of this because it's not what you're supposed to do. It's not what you're good at. Natty could take one look at this machine and just know in a way that you couldn't even with studying, like how it's supposed to be put together. He does it the way that you shop for clothes or something. He said, and he means that as a compliment, but it cuts. And let's see. And maybe he says a similar thing to Shadrach. No, not to Shadrach, sorry, to Harsha. About, like, well, maybe this works. Yeah, that she have we determined your talent, Harsha? You're a scientist, right?
I am good at helping people,
Mm.
which has not been useful so far because everyone's very good mechanics.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Trying to handle things, but it's not been working. But I think my thing is helping people. But yeah, I helped him with science too, so
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And he said that maybe it would be different, Blaine, if you could do the science, but really that's something someone like Harsha can do. And let's say he kind of comes in for a landing on that, saying that, you know, I'm not bitter or anything. He's clearly bitter. But I'm glad I know you guys, because I know you guys can do this. Because if Gordo believed in you, then I do too. And he just kind of kicks a stick a few times.
You know what? I feel like at this point,
I have no outcomes left, so.
I feel like at this point, suddenly we hear voices from around us in the woods.
Oh yeah.
Who are like,
Do we have some outsiders?
you kids, you could stay right where you are. Hold on, right there. And then like, as
Oh,
if
no.
as if materializing from nowhere, we now realize we've been surrounded by camouflaged dudes.
Military dudes.
Yeah,
Military
military
dudes.
dudes. Who now step out and go like, you kids need to step away from that machine. Because that machine is hella deadly. And we gotta take it back to the military base to study it before it hurts somebody.
Hey, no. Hey, hang on. Blaine is an asshole, but this is his. Gordo gave it to him. I don't even know you guys.
And if
I like him
anybody
way better than
deserves
you.
a hella deadly thing, it's Blaine.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think you kids understand how this works.
hey,
You-
I'm not a kid. I'm 18. Let's see some ID.
They kind of look at each other, like pulls out his like, military ID. You understand? We are official military of Branch 37.
And you're on our property. This estate belongs to us now.
We have the authority to go anywhere we want when there is a dangerous machine that we have no idea the range of the impact it could have.
Oh yeah? Well, hiya! And I go to karate chop him. But
Oh no.
I want to, but I can't do anything.
Goes to
Uh,
karate,
He's like, ow!
karate
Just like,
chop the military
crumple.
guy.
I can't.
I'll
I
call
can't-
that a messy failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I break my hand then, yeah.
Oh God.
I feel like
So-
Finn is like, I'm sorry, please don't shoot my brother. He doesn't understand the severity of the situation. Look, we don't want any trouble here.
So I can't, but I do it anyway. I'm gonna be selfless, and
Ooh.
I'm suspecting that something in the attic that is also like I knew that there was something brewing in the attic, and I don't know what it is yet. And I'm trying to distract them by saying, like, between you and me, I used to work here as sometimes an assistant, sometimes a subject, and the really hella dangerous thing that you want to look for would be up in the attic.
There's more hella
Hey.
dangerous things around here.
I would really like something to trip you up on.
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
Yes.
I know what can trip him up because I actually there was something I totally forgot to incorporate in my living room machine, which would come in really handy right now, which is that suddenly I think from the living room, you hear very ear-splitting noises
Hmm.
coming from the living room, which of course alarms them, and they're like, "What is that?"
Oh, nothing. Ugh.
Sounds like
I-
something dangerous.
You kids get out of here! This could be dangerous. We gotta go check it out. Come on, man! And they go
Um,
rushing off to the living room.
Oh man, I do have something else that's possible. Because I do have a make my machine do something
Oh.
awesome thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
So we can just keep cratering into the ground on this.
Yeah.
Unexpected, helpful, delightful, or terrifying.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Can we tweak that so that they dispatch more soldiers into the house, but there are still people surrounding
Yeah.
us?
Yeah, for sure. Because I don't think they
Awesome.
would just leave us there with that machine anyways. That makes sense.
No.
Yeah, I think so. We know the guys around us. I think like they make a signal, and more guys we didn't even see around us come.
Yes,
come up.
exactly.
We're in
Come
the
out.
trees.
Out of the tree and then.
Like,
Oh,
Jesus,
man.
how
One
many of
guy-
these guys are there?
One of
around?
these
guy
goats
who's
was not a
camouflaged as a
goat.
goat.
Yeah, go.
Okay. I think I
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll propose this. I don't have any outcomes I can burn on this, but I'm thinking I shouldn't, but I do. Like, it's a little repetitive, but I think Blaine does go up and say something to like whoever seems like the chief's soldier, like, you can't do this. Gordon wouldn't have wanted anything of his to be used like this. And I'll say while this happens, we see the drill, starts to turn very slowly. And yeah, he's just giving, just like all of the meanness that he has is now directed at this soldier, and he's just like piling in with whatever personal insults he can think of. And the army is fucking stupid, and you look like a shithead. And in mid-sentence, the soldier just smacks him down like to the ground, and then the egg starts shifting together, I think, at that point.
What does it do to them?
That's my question. that I
It is
hadn't
hella
thought of.
deadly.
That is a,
Yeah.
so you're saying the stripped screw is fixed? Is that what we're saying here?
I think
Fix itself.
I was
Yeah.
pretending that it had fixed itself.
No, cool,
somehow
cool.
as
Just
the
clarifying.
awesome thing it was doing. Well, let's see. What is it from? Yeah, Ben, you wrote the initial descriptions on this.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, I think
Oh, I had a thought.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if that works though. No, if you have something, let me know. Yeah, I was just playing off of what you do to the world will repay. Like somehow, shortly after he's laid Blaine out, he gets knocked down by something,
yeah.
and that leads to more chaos. But I feel like you probably have.
No.
Oh, maybe it since you were attacked,
Mhm.
and it is the
responsive.
responsive sadness egg. I think since someone attacked
Aw.
you, like it lashes out in defense of you, like the
Mhm.
huge
Oh.
like detach and just like
Yeah.
Bonds of
Yeah.
sadness.
Like the cubes start to like spin and like detach and like.
And they form sort of a ovoid shape around the kids.
yeah.
I feel like a yolk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Liquidy.
Yeah. Well, this works with like so now if someone compliments Blaine, then the machine will compliment them instead of
Yeah.
like stomping out of the room. He'll have to sit there and take it.
Oh, worst punishment for Blaine.
That's just how like Blaine and I are both on the ground now. Just like I think at this point, there's like good. Try, man.
Oh, other hand.
Sorry, that's my broken hand. So looks like we're safe.
I guess.
Are the soldiers going to try to attack that,
Yeah, I was just trying to see what.
or are they running away at this point?
I think they'd be
Oh,
I feel like
I'll
while
clear
all
my-
that's happening, like they're all
machine
sort of looking at each
also.
other like not sure if they need to take action, start trying to destroy this thing. So we're not sure what's going on, or if it's like, but at the same time, since they don't know, they don't want to just outright destroy it because it might, it's important. And so it's like, well, this might be okay. So they're a bit flummoxed as to what to do. And I think while that's happening, that's when Finn like kind of crawls over to Natty and we're worried about it. It's like, Nat,
What?
I think I know what's wrong. I
What?
noticed, look, there's a co-orbital
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
orbital worm thing there, and the igniter, it's burnt out just like it
Oh,
was on the
burnt
other
out.
machine. If we get that thing, if we just get that thing lit, it'll be totally operational.
You guys like notice like also like laying on the ground near you. Like, hi, what are you guys talking about?
Blaine, Blaine, now is the time to set something on fire.
All my life has led to this moment.
I hate to do this, but I have to because it's my character. I'm gonna be like, look, Shadrach, this doesn't concern you, all right? We got
Oh
this covered.
no.
Man,
It's okay.
we're the
It's
Fix It
okay.
brothers. Don't come screwing this up for us.
I know what to do. I get it now. I get it.
What do you mean you
and
know
I'll-
what to do?
It's fire, right? And I'll take out a lighter that I guess we confiscated from Blaine, and I'll throw it at him. You light it on fire.
And yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just laughing.
Oh, okay. And Blaine, I think, just kind of does a no look, and the igniter ignites off of that.
Did you, Ben, as the designer machine, have any specific ideas as to like what it's going to do exactly?
No, not past this point. I mean, I guess it depends what Blaine would
Yeah.
register as love. But I kind of feel like the way it's going now is that so the egg pieces are defending Blaine and all of us because we're inside the ovoid shape. At some point, one of the one of the soldiers will like fire in distress, and we'll get knocked back by a force, and I guess eventually.
Can I add a suggestion?
Yeah.
We're inside and we hear gunfire opening up, and then it just stops. And then maybe that's when the egg opens up to let us out, and there's just piles of cubes on the ground.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
It is
With
hella
little
deadly.
birds kind of alighting on them.
Ghosts and birds are attracted to it.
Soldier ghosts.
Yeah. But all the goats are fine. That's
Yeah.
No animals are harmed in our RPGs ever.
Did Harsha go to the attic, or is she with us?
I think I tried to go to I think I tried to go to the attic to try to lead them there, and then they didn't follow me.
It sounded like some of them went there with you, and maybe we have to come after them and like get the other ones that are after Harsha.
Yeah, because we definitely had
yeah.
we had some running to the living room as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to send them into something more dangerous.
Oh, okay.
But I don't, because I assumed whatever was in other rooms we haven't been in would
What
kill
else
them.
would be dangerous?
Do you want to jump to the attic?
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
It's okay.
You want to do like 15 more minutes?
Sure.
Telling conclusion.
We have your
Oh, I
we fix
just
it. It's done,
realized-
and we love it. Bye.
the incandescent hawk regulator.
Oh, that's what I've always
Yeah.
wanted.
Ignore these outsiders and nodes. I think did I put those there?
No, I
Oh,
just
yeah, that's
copied
for
them.
the.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
cool.
I'll put some in the woods.
Yeah, I think you run up there and see the there's like not much in the attic except for like a little like a bespoke sort of it looks like a large glove almost. It handcrafted, and a lot of love has gone into it, and there's a letter in the palm of it, and when you read it I solely appreciate all of the hard work you've done for me over the years. I don't want to think that your payment was charity, but I know that you truly love the magic of invention. I've started on an incandescent hawk regulator for you, but it looks like you're going to have to put the finishing touches on for me. You always got on with the wildlife around the estate, so I think you're going to appreciate this gizmo in particular. Use it wisely. Love, Gordo. And then,
The final
trails
trails
off.
So apparently this was the last
He
letter
died
wrote as
at
he
the
was
end of
dying.
this letter.
before he transformed into a walrus. Selkie like returned to the sea.
Okay.
Gordo was a Selkie.
That's the Brindlewood tie-in.
Well, it's really loud. And it
Hmm.
seems to speak to certain people. Assembled without logic or reason.
Gummy injector again.
I just
Oh,
said-
that stuff is all over the place.
I feel like he had a certain substance that's real common machines that he's using on all of them, but it was a bad batch.
Yeah.
Oh god. No, he
Bad
probably bought
screws, bad
the
lubricant.
cheapest version of it.
What a cheap man.
His
Cheap
cheap
screws,
screws,
cheap resin.
his cheap lubricants.
There's something missing here too.
How do you know? You don't know anything about technical stuff.
I
You're
don't
science
know.
girl.
I was just guessing.
But I mean, you're not wrong. There is a manifold missing right there.
Oh,
I mean,
see,
it's clear as
I did know.
Did
What
you,
is a
or were you
manifold?
just guessing?
Is
And
a
it's-
manifold.
It's the thing that connects to the valve train and the capstan over there.
Manifold. Isn't that like a shape?
Look, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
In math it is, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Wikipedia
have
has
your-
given me the math thing.
I was like, I know geometry manifolds.
Yeah.
Oh, a manifold combines a. Oh wait, yeah.
Like that
a
none of the
big pipe
players
that
know what this
smaller
is.
pipes go into.
Oh yeah, a pipe friend
Okay,
for
so
little
like
baby pipes.
an exhaust manifold has
It's-
little
it's-
baby pipes of exhaust that get collected into one
Wow.
pipe.
It's a fold with a penis.
What?
Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Sorry.
It's when you make the nails on the thing really nice.
It's not.
The folds.
It's different than a woman.
No.
A mani-pedi fold.
And then there's the non-binary fold.
Yeah. Harsha has all of her impulses checked, which means that she can do something amazing that transcends your ordinary traits.
Dun, 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 dun.
So I think you can pretty much
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
do the moment of truth here if you want.
All right. What's my need? I have kind of interpreted this want for confidence as like I'm very insecure and kind of constantly comparing myself against everyone.
Well, it's hard not to do, and me and Natty are so awesome at fixing stuff.
And also when people are assholes. So I think
Got
that
it.
covered. But I was thinking like somehow the machine will help with that, but I have to fix it first.
Let
And
them speak to you. Yeah. Maybe it was like,
speak to me.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Put all your science to good use.
Yeah. How does it?
Yeah,
speak?
because you had no idea how the camshaft or whatever was put together, but you somehow knew.
I was like, I did know that was I didn't know that it was called a manifold, but I could have pointed at it. And
Yeah.
and I do know some things over the time that I've learned. I know where my strengths lay, and it's not in that. And something terrifying happens, and the machine
Oh no.
speaks through me.
Oh
Yeah.
And starts pointing out, including the military guys in the room, like just says a lot of truth bombs
no. Oh god.
and says some about myself too, where I'm like, just get really honest with myself. And it just like, I can see. And so I'm like pointing out everyone's flaws and their greatnesses.
What
One of the
dictates?
military guys starts crying.
Just out of curiosity, what
That-
dictates
that
those?
went
What
really
dictates
hard,
that a
man.
terrifying thing happened or whatever? Just out
It's
of
one
my
of
curiosity.
I just decided,
Possibilities you can choose. Yeah.
yeah.
When you're doing your
Yeah.
movement of power or whatever.
yeah, you get to
Yeah.
Your
choose.
moment of truth.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I'm doing that, and in through that, I get way less insecure because I can see that I'm less self-focus and kind of see the bigger picture, but in turn destroy a few lives. Mostly the military guys because they were not ready for this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unresolved issues among the unit.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if this thing works, but at least we got a house.
Is she possessed by the machine now?
Well,
What the hell just happened?
the machine could also have pointed out its own flaws, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, my, like,
Oh
like,
yes.
like the machine is like, oh, my weakness is my manifold is what missing. I'm like,
My
your
injector is
weakness is
gummed.
that you keep
Maybe
looking for a
maybe
father
as
figure.
it speaks to her, it's like it does everyone else, and it's like, and now for me,
No, for
you
me.
have to fix this, you have to fix this, you have to fix this, and like we all sort of jump
It's
in
like
and start
Natty, grab
fixing
the
it. It's like,
manifold.
okay, great, now
Blaine,
this
this
is
is
broken. Now
gummed
fix
up.
this, and this becomes smarter and smarter as it fixes parts of itself.
I've got the guinea pig ready for the gummed area again.
Oh yeah.
That guinea pig
Alright.
loves eating that
I
gummy.
think he's
cheap
bred
resin.
those guinea pigs to eat that gummy stuff, so they can keep buying that cheap stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, like this one's almost ready to make his cocoon. He's almost
Oh
ready to.
God.
I hate it when they get wings.
So it just
Can't-
crawls up to the ceiling and encases itself in resin.
Goos itself up and
Hanging there.
Hanging from a mucus-like thread from the ceiling.
Yeah, and you just see it wobbling constantly.
Yeah. And then like the sun going down goes through like the vents in the attic, and you see like it's not the only one. There's just like
Oh,
yeah, there's just bones, just rib cages.
Oh god, I think we know what's in the fridge.
oh no.
Yeah, do not eat the chicken.
Nice.
Well, everyone is. Oh, there's a lot of crying. What happened? Did Blaine catch something on fire again?
Just my feelings.
Oh.
I think I'll burn my impulse.
And the egg
today
has come
be
to
like,
Blaine's help.
Yeah, I'll burn my impulses. Like, look, I'm normally good with machines, but I think we've all learned a lot here today. Marsha's got her confidence back. Blaine has become a little bit less of a dick. Finn,
I never got my machine working.
yeah, but I think it works without you needing to do anything. Is your special thing. And Shadrach, I know there's something special about you. I just can't put my finger on it. But I know that you know, and you don't have to share it with us. But as long as you have it, that's fine with me. And all of you military guys, I have this document here from our uncle that proclaims this as sovereign territory. So get the fuck off of our land, or we're gonna turn all of the machines on you and turn you into a bunch of squirrels or squares or grease, or I don't know. We'll stick our hamsters on you, or whatever they are. So get out of here before.
I feel like as you're completing your speech, the lawyer who summoned us all here walks in the room and is like, the kid's right. You have no
Played
jurisdiction
by Bob
here.
Odenkirk. And I think out in the woods, the cubes are reforming into the soldiers, but weak and terrified and naked. And they all just crawl away.
Or like the goats giving them little like love bites on the
Oh,
way.
God, no.
Yeah. And you see like as the soldiers like escape past a certain point, like the goats turn to each other, and like across their creepy rectangular black eyes, like a little like light shines as they communicate.
Cyber goats.
Cyber goats.
All right, everybody pick a bedroom. We've got a long night ahead of us.
And then high five.
Freeze frame.
It's only Natty.
Don't you
Everyone else was
forget
like-
about me. I'll
then
be
the-
alone.
The credits like 5 years later, Blaine was charged with tax evasion.
Right.
Uh,
Definitely true. Definitely true.
Shadrach hasn't been seen for the last 5 years, but emerged and started his own cult.
I feel like Shadrach
sold off
becomes
all
like-
his possessions and become a charity worker, living off of the whatever's in the kitchen at the house.
I feel like Shadrach becomes like Laszlo in Real Genius.
Oh.
Where he's just like he lives in his little secure room every now and then he emerges and people see him like, did you see Shadrach? I saw him. Did you really see him? Nobody sees him.
Legend.
Cool. And that is Uncle Gordo's house. Ta-da!
Oh.
Sorry, I was a jerk to everybody all the time.
That's okay. We were a jerk to you too.
And once
Fine.
Finn turns 18, he's an adult, so he
Circle
apologizes to
jerks.
Harsha for always being so mean because he liked her. That's what you do when you're a teenager. But now I'm 18 and I'm a man. I realize you shouldn't be mean to people you actually like. So I'm gonna be nice to you instead.
Ew, gross.
Is that
Yeah.
Ugh,
Like-
you just killed my crush.
Take that flame and
Harsha,
I got nothing
Harsha,
to push against.
Harsha turns and like goes back with the goats, which like she was the goats she was playing with before you came to give that speech.
Still wearing the bell.
Well, cool, everyone.
Mysterious goat woman of Gordo's estate.
they say
live
we
here.
alone.
I started doing some more experiments. So there's different kinds of guinea pigs now. There's like burrowing ones and
Oh,
flying
God.
ones, and
But they burrow into your skin.
they're like botflies.
I think the
Yeah,
first
one
order.
soldier is like coming back to the estate to get revenge. And
I think one of your first
I'm
breeding
ready.
experiments was breeding guinea pigs that could chew out stripped screws.
Yeah,
oh, God.
making the guinea pigs do all the mechanical stuff for me that I don't have to do anymore.
Now we don't have to do anything. This is great.
You'd think
like
so,
our
but
They're like our Oompa Loompas. We have
Yes.
a squad
no.
of guinea pigs. that does
until
all
they
the-
take over and then eat our bodies.
But
the
until
inside
then,
out.
they all lived happily ever after.
6
Dot,
years
dot,
later.
dot, ding.
So Uncle Gordo came back as a walrus.
I shed my walrus skin again. What the hell happened here? What did you do with the egg?
Why is the egg following Blaine around anytime he's got a feeling? Anytime Blaine gets his feelings hurt, and we're like, Blaine, we know we upset you. Your egg is.
It's like, no, I'm
Egg is
Oh,
here.
fine.
We know you're upset. Your egg is trying to comfort you. It's trying to encase you right now.
No, it's not.
Shadrach.
Sorry, I
like,
can't hear you from inside the egg, Blaine.
I hate when this egg grabs us. Blaine, just handle your feelings.
And
Anytime
every
he has
now
a
and then-
nightmare.
Oh, God.
Every now and then, you're never sure, but you swear there's this one goat who every now and then kind of sounds like he's going.
Oh, God.
You're like Uncle Gordo's keeping an eye on us. A square, creepy eye.
Where we're gonna end up. We're gonna end up goats.
like Finn in the garage, just using his time travel machine just to loop like guitar riffs over.
Riffs.
Just using the
It's like,
looping
You
pedal.
could there's a thing called GarageBand. You can record yourself. And
Analog is best.
And like 10 Finns look back at you from the garage.
He
Exactly.
has his own band.
Yeah, he's his ultimate.
Yeah,
his,
it's
ul-
just
his ultimate band. It's all fins.
nice.
Very creepy
Called
to watch.
Infinite.
Insanity.
Infinity. Right. Yep.
Mm,
They sound really great, but to watch them is very eerie. Disconcerting.
I like how Uncle Gordo's voice is just set at that first moment.
It's all Nicole's fault.
Just
All
got yes and
Nicole's
into the
fault.
sky.
Yep, just gotta heighten that.
Forever and ever.
Ever and ever.
Cool. Thanks for trying out a weird game.
That was fun.
That's fun.
More weird games.
I was a little worried at first
Yeah.
because I didn't really know who I was, but we figured it out. I also worried. I was like, oh no, I chose too negative, and then it's like, oh no, she likes some people. Never mind.
Yeah, I was worried that I wasn't using like everything laid out for my character, but I was still like, nah, I got this one really strong
Yeah.
bit of him being a rich jerk that I can hold on to.
Yeah. There was definitely a point where I was like, I can't keep track of. Maybe it's the pandemic, but I can't keep track of relationships with 4 people at the same time.
Yeah,
That's why
I think
kept
5 people
referring
is
back
like
to the
a
sheet a lot.
big, yeah.
Let's-
5 people is like a heavy web to deal
It's
with.
too many because also each of the directions are different.
Yeah,
Like I know who I am to you, but also
because we're each keeping track of 8 relationships basically.
yeah, mask
Yeah,
is easier because you're just like
I made most of them. I think most of mine parallel the ones coming in.
I think that would have made it easier. That would be the feedback I would give
Mm.
Jason,
And
unless it's like
you-
a smaller name.
And you can start with 2 different ones, but maybe use that as inspiration for a
Yeah.
relationship that
For what it
comprises
means.
both of them.
Yeah, I didn't. Maybe it's because the ones I chose, but I didn't really find it to be because I was just worried about how I felt about you. So it's like how
Right.
you feel about me, that's your business. How I feel about
That's-
you is all I'm worried about. How do I
Yeah.
react? Oh yeah, I'm mean to
Yeah.
you.
Well, there are definitely ones that like I felt had more particularity, like Blaine and Shadrach being from the same parents, but like having grown up apart, and like
Yeah.
you know, like Shadrach really wanting Blaine's approval or life.
Mhm.
But then there, you know, there are things that were like, oh, like you're rivals for something. It's like, but what? Like I didn't
Yeah,
have
it took
a
me
strong, I
a
didn't have a
while.
strong
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
for that. So it was just like,
Yeah, I did feel like me and you was one of the hardest ones because like we're enemies. But then I'm
Yeah.
like, what? Why exactly? I mean,
Yeah.
And that's one I'd forget. So I was like, oh yeah, I don't like you.
yeah.
Because we're enemies for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
But it's like, oh, I don't like you. But also like we're the only people who are like trying to stop people from setting fires.
The only good
Like,
people.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't like you, but probably because I really like you.
Hey, Nicole, what are the other names on your shirt? I saw the top.
Oh
is,
yeah, we've got Octavia, Nettie, Tommy, Nello, and Intake.
Oh,
They're all Black female sci-fi writers.
yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna turn off the button. I'm gonna hit the button. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh,
Bye.
Bye.
If you made it through our lunchtime music science, thank you.
There's facts in the middle for those who stay along.
Back to the middle.
It's a fact
Like a-
sandwich.
It's like a cream filling.
Yeah.
All right.